Beautiful being, welcome to my channel, the Sacred Sensual Soft Journey Back Home. Today I'd love to talk about the feeling of feeling enough. Just enough as you are, more than enough. You've done enough, you're pretty enough, you're beautiful enough, you're tall enough, you're attractive enough, you're just enough as you are, perfect as you are. And to get to this feeling, you want to practice self-love and you want to practice relaxation and really leaning back into your feminine energy of self-love, of feeling a feeling of completion. And I think that was the best hack for me when I was feeling stressed or anxious about something. I remembered, oh, I was imagining myself already living in the end, living as if I've already have those things. So it would help me shift right away. Like, oh, I already have this. I already have everything I need, everything that I want. And I love myself now, and I feel enough. You can be enough and feel attractive enough and hot enough even in a t-shirt. It's such a beautiful feeling when you get to this place of feeling enough. So this video is a reminder for you that you are enough as you are, and this place of feeling enough is a mindset, and it's also a place of self-acceptance, a place of self-love, and also when you know your worth, your self-worth. And it helps if you actually regulate your nervous system back to safety, softening yourself, softening your nervous system back to safety and trust. Safety and trust is the baseline, the foundation of your container, of your masculine structure. The masculine is the structure within which your feminine flows, your creativity, your intuition. Your masculine protects you, is a container that holds you together so that you can create and you can be and just enjoy life. If you have a structure where you feel safe and trust, you naturally will play, you naturally will be in pleasure, you'll naturally relax and naturally be your true self. You'll naturally be less anxious. You will naturally feel chosen and feel beautiful and feel enough and feel like you are lovable. So the nervous system is where it's at. Really, feeling enough is where it's at. It's this feeling of completion, this feeling of wholeness, that there's nothing missing. There's nothing missing. You're not broken. There's nothing to fix. So for a long time myself, I thought that there was something broken. I thought that there was something missing in me, that something was wrong with me, that I had to find out, that I had to get to and go to. And I got really tired. My nervous system was overloaded with emotions that were trapped in my body, that I didn't know how to liberate myself. So I got really tired and got really stressed, and I felt not enough because I was feeling so tired, because I was feeling so heavy. And let me tell you, don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever give up on your journey of healing. And healing doesn't mean there's something missing. So that's how you will start healing for real. It's when you start really embracing the truth of who you are, when you wake up to realizing that you're really enough as you are, you're beautiful enough, you're pretty enough, you're enough like that, like even in a t-shirt, even your hair messy, you're enough. You're just in full radical self-acceptance, and you face life with enough. Like you just love yourself as you are, and it takes some practice to get to this place. If you are having your nervous system in fight and flight mode, we do need to regulate our nervous system back to safety and trust. This is the baseline, the foundation of healing. In order for us to heal, healing is the realm of the feminine. Feminine energy is the energy of the emotions, the feelings. It's our inner world, it's the heart, it's the creativity. But healing, it's the realm of the feminine. It's healing our emotions. Really, what's blocking us in life, what's blocking your money, what's blocking your prosperity, what's blocking your love, what's blocking the perfect life, the perfect partner, the job that you want, the dream life, your dream home, what's blocking all of that is trapped emotions in your nervous system that creates heaviness, that creates blockages, that creates blocks. So when we clear these emotions that are blocking the nervous system, imagine your nervous system is like a highway, and light flows in, blessings flows in to your life, to areas of your life. And sorry, my nose is itchy. And then these trapped emotions are just like being loaded onto the nervous system because we didn't process everything. And then at one point it just gets hijacked and overwhelmed, and we get reactional, we get defensive. So a good way to know if we are overloaded in our nervous system of trapped emotions is that you're reacting and you're defensive and you're complaining and blaming the outside world. But the outside world is a projection. The outside world is a reflection of inside of us, our inner state. So, yeah. Learn to regulate your nervous system. Learn to talk to yourself in the most supportive way. Always catch yourself. Are you telling the story of the past from the wounded self or from the empowered self, from the whole self, from the self that is whole? Your wounded self is in lack. Your whole self is in abundance. You're either in a lack, you're either in lack or abundance. That's it. You have two states. You're either in lack or you're in abundance. There's different kinds of lack and there's different kinds of abundance. But abundance, when you're in a state of abundance, you're expanding, you're joyous, you're feeling free, you're lighter, you are grateful, and you really think about yourself in a really beautiful light. You perceive yourself really beautifully. You love yourself, you know you cherish, you know that you're lovable, you know that you're easy to love. You are just seeing life from this lens of beauty and magic. You're magic on legs. But if you're like still attached to a story of lack, that makes you an identity of the wounded self. You are still telling the story that this and this and that happened to you. You know, if you tell your story of a victim and this and that and that and that and that happened to you, then the identity, who are you when you're telling that story? Are you still the person that got hurt? Are you still the person that got betrayed? Are you still a person that was not chosen? Are you still the person that is disappointed that the partner didn't show up for her? Are you still telling the story that you've been lied to and manipulated, and there's no good men out there, and that you were betrayed? And or you're telling the story that you're chosen and that you're valuable, you're respected, that your past was only a milestone, that your past was shaping you, that your past gave you your best lessons? Are you telling the story that your past actually taught you about what you loved, about what you like, about your standards, your boundaries? Your past is taught you great lessons that shaped you into who you are now, and that you're being discerning now, and becoming discerning, and becoming more that you now trust yourself. You now are confident because you know who you are, you know what you like, you know what you don't like. That's what the past serves. That's how your past serves you. Your past empowers you, but oftentimes we allow the past to keep us kind of heavy and nailed down, and keeping us small, because we keep telling the story from a wounded place, and we keep embodying a wounded identity when we keep talking about the past as a victim, which I did oftentimes. I didn't even know that I was creating from my wounds. So if you keep talking about the past from a wounded place, it's because you haven't fully healed. And the reason why we haven't fully healed, it's because we are disconnected to the wholeness that is inside of you, that presence of wholeness, that presence of divine. We're disconnected to our divine self, to that place inside of us that is untouchable, unbreakable, undeniably powerful, that is godly. There's a place inside of us that is godly, that is divine, that is complete, that's fulfilled, that's satisfied. There's nothing missing in that place. And that is a state where creation happens, healing happens, and your feeling of enoughness happens. You're grateful, you're joyful, you're happy, you're playful, you're present. But when you're in lack, and when we're in lack, it's often because our nervous system is overloaded and hijacked by too much emotion that we're holding, by the ego. The ego is a inflamed nervous system, because the ego is just the person that is hurt, that is trying to help, that is trying to protect you. The fears are trying to protect you. Your shame is trying to protect you, because they are afraid. The shame is afraid to recreate more shameful emotions, a shameful situation. The shame is trying to hide you, make you small, so that they try to protect you in this way. But it is just in shadow. It just doesn't see the full picture. So shadow work is shining light onto those pieces of us. And what is light? Light is love, light is compassion, light is joy, light is fullness, light is our wholeness, light is understanding, light is a blessing. When you receive a blessing, when you receive love, and you meet someone that you're like, wow, that's a blessing, that's light entering your field, that's light entering your energy. But yeah, that's why we want to hold ourselves in so much compassion for ourselves and understanding, and inject light with our self-talk. It's good, you're gonna be okay, you're safe, I've got you, you're here, God's got our back, you're safe with me, I'm not going anywhere. Like, that's self-talk. The positive self-talk is light that you're injecting into the shadow of parts of you. The shadow parts are just not remembering the wholeness that it is. So by injecting light, you're bringing these parts of you into the light, back into wholeness. You kind of love those parts of you back into wholeness, like love with like those parts, so much love that they kind of fill themselves up of like light, and they're like, oh, okay, I remember now. We bringing all those parts of us that are wounded back into remembering who we truly are, which is whole and complete and perfect just as we are. So this feeling of fullness and this feeling of feeling enough just as we are, it's such a beautiful feeling that I actually awoken to that after my breakup. I don't remember how long was that, like 3 months ago. I woke up, the pain of the breakup woke me up, and also because I held myself inside the breakup with so much compassion and so much understanding. I gave what I was looking outside of me, I gave it to myself, and that unlocked some pockets of lights back into my system. Yeah, so remember, if you found this video, it's because it's reminding you of how beautiful you are, how chosen you are, because you choose yourself now, and you can make the decision right now that you are creating a new story, a new life, a new self concept, a new identity, by choosing that you are now chosen, you are now loved, and you're easy to love, and you're adored, and that you're successful, you're wealthy. You are wealthy because you can create these feelings of wealth inside of you, and then it's projected into your reality. And be patient with yourself. You're so lovable. You're so lovable as you are. You're enough as you are. You're tall enough. You're dressed well enough. You have enough. You just enjoy in gratitude this feeling of just enoughness. It's such a beautiful, peaceful feeling inside. And and from there you just keep expanding and growing your own vessel, to be able to hold more of the life that you want. For me, I was still holding my wounds, and I was still wounded, and that relationship really helped me uproot my negativity. That's what relationships are. That's why relationships are such a blessing, because you actually work your wounds and inside a relationship, and it's worth to stay inside the relationship if you know that your partner is willing to grow, if you know that your partner wants to grow and wants to repair. That's like an amazing partner, because if you're not doing the work within this relationship, it's gonna happen again inside your next relationship. You're gonna have to work the same wounds until you work the wounds. So relationship is such a sacred space, the best space to actually work your wounds and elevate together and repair and grow together, because love is everything. Love is so beautiful. Love is a miracle. Love repairs. Love creates so many miracles, and it's such a beautiful dance between the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. I'm so passionate about energy and yin and yang, and the dance between these parts of us with a partner. I find that so sensual and so pleasurable, and that last relationship really woke me up to my sensuality again, because again I was 8 years in shame, so I was totally shut down. My nervous system was so overloaded, and it was crazy. I was deprived of sleep. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't rest. I thought I was broken. I thought something was wrong with me, but I wasn't broken. I just needed rest. I just needed a safe space, be held inside a safe space. That relationship helped really shine light into the parts of me that still needed love and still needed to be held. So we broke up. So what I did is like I learned to hold myself, which is also precious. But again, in my next relationship, some residue might come up, and now I know how to express what I need. Like, I would need to feel safe in my emotions, to feel safe to be fully myself. That is not enough, that I'm not too much. That it's safe for me to be fully me, to feel these feelings of stress. I would know how to soften into talking about what I need, or knowing that whatever happens, we're in this together and there's no options of breaking up. We're not breaking up. We are going through this, because the treasure of going through a hard time together as a couple, as a partner, is what reveal the treasure, what reveal the deeper light, what reveal the nectar of life. I know that. I just know that. Like, whatever we're looking for we're looking for this bliss. But the thing is that going through the hard conversation, going through the hardship together, reveal the bliss, the jewels. Because you go deeper within, and the jewels are deep within us. And when there's a safe space for a woman, when she's held, and because women emotions and feelings are the feminine, and in order to heal our emotions, which is what's blocking us, right? Anything that's heavy, and if we have problems, and I don't know if I already said that, because this is my third recording, because my second recording got cut off. My first recording, I talked too loud, so the sound. So now I don't even remember if I said it already in this recording. But yeah, within us, our emotions are the trapped emotions in our nervous system are what's blocking our manifestations, our dream life, the money, the dream relationships. So in order to heal, we need to heal our masculine. In order to heal our feminine, our emotions, we want to heal our masculine. The masculine is the safety and the trust, the worth, it's that container that can hold you. It could be your routine also that holds you stable. It could be your vision. It could be the focus, the direction. Whatever holds you safe and trustworthy, you'll be able to start fully healing and start blooming into your pleasure and blooming into your presence. And that happens also when you learn to pause instead of reacting. I think I talked about that yesterday. But because it's been my third recording now, I'm gonna say goodbye now, because I want to go to bed, and it's enough for tonight. Cultivating the feeling that it's enough. We're complete and fulfilled and satisfied. It's enough. We're enough as we are. Good night.